He's the original Khiladi of Indian cinema, but it would be grossly unfair to call him just an actor or a member of the Indian film industry. You already know who I'm talking about. It's Akshay Kumar, and we're privileged to have him in a year that has been excellent for one of India's most well-regarded actors. Akshay Kumar is with us. Welcome, Akshay.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations. Amazing year. Lots of great things that you've been doing and the stuff that you love the best. We've seen OMG 2. Mission Raniganj is your new film. So I want to dive straight into that. Lots of things to talk about.
Yes.
Hearing very, very good things. How's that journey been? Mission Raniganj, once again, a film based on a real life incident.
It's it happened. I don't know how much you know about it.
Yeah.
In 1989, this big, huge incident had happened, unfortunate incident. But thanks to Sardar Jaswant Singh, he went and he saved everyone. And he put his life in danger, which was a sure shot death. But as luck was with him, and as he used his mind, he's used his strength, everything, and he got them all out. And it's, I don't think so. I know anybody, not many people would just risk their life to go and save somebody. And it was one of the most hardest job. So I shot in all these coal fields and all. What kind of a life they lead. Unbelievable life. It is, I can't even, I don't know, have you ever been to a...
I have seen a coal mine, but never been inside. So you went inside this one.
Yes, yes. It is.
You know, not since Kala Patthar have we seen a film look into the lives of coal miners. And I imagine that maybe, 99 out of 100 people wouldn't have even heard of the Raniganj incident before this film came about.
No, I don't think so. There are many stories which, like in Airlift also, when I had told about 170,000 people got saved by Air India, they went and they got him saved. I don't think even in the media also anybody knew about it.
Yeah.
But, so I like doing these kind of films which tells you about greatness, about people, country, and things like that. So I just go ahead for it.
One of the headlines this movie made, apart from the story itself, which was very captivating to, audiences who were looking forward to the film, Akshay, was the tagline that changed from India to Bharat.
Yeah.
Tell us about, that decision. Why was it decided that India would become Bharat? It was unanimously hailed and welcomed, and I think it's great.
Yeah, it was, so the producer wanted it. I also liked it. And so we went ahead with it. And see, at the end of the day, India, Bharat, Hindustan is the same. Even on your passport,
it says both.
It says both.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So we all agreed with it. They all changed it. Here we are.
But it comes at a time when the country is changing. That's the sentiment that people see. Naya Bharat.
Today you also read your news.
Yeah.
As you also read your news, or your channel reads the news, they go according to the trend, right? So you also don't read anything which is not in the trend. So the same way the producer wanted it. He wanted to be along with the trend, so he went ahead.
Yeah, the thing about the roles you've been choosing for the last few years, Akshay, they seem to suggest a pattern. You're choosing different kinds of roles. You have a past in the cinema where you had a certain kind of role. You called the Khiladi, the action hero, the comic hero. You loved comedy. You flourished in it. But now there's something different. It looks like you're specifically choosing different kinds of roles. OMG
I like
2,
that.
Toilet Ek Prem Katha, this one, Airlift. There's a message here.
Yeah, I like it. I like to make films. See, earlier when I used to do films, I was not producer. I didn't have the money to make films. I was just doing films what people wanted me to do. I did lots of action movies, a lot of comedy. But since I started my company, Cape of Good Films, in which I make these kind of films.
Yeah.
I make films because that is the way I just want to give it to the society back. And I enjoy telling people about something which is so real. Not that I'm not going to be doing other kind of films. I'm also doing a Welcome Tree.
Yeah.
And I'm also now will be working in Bade Miyan. I've already finished working in Bade Miyan, Chote Miyan. So these kind of films also. But this, if you ask me, I enjoy this film a lot.
Because, because the conversation for a very long time has been, what is the message in this film? Is film ka moral kya hai? It looks like you're choosing films that have a specific message. Is that one of the things you think about when you're choosing?
That's what I'm saying. I do it deliberately. I like doing these kind of things. I like it. I like to talk about what are the conditions about toilets in India. How taboo it is to talk about sanitary pad.
Yeah.
About sex education. These are one of the biggest problems and things which is very much in the base. These are the problems which our country has, and it is time to change. So I am getting this. I'm getting a place where I can change things. So why not?
Yeah.
So I make it. So sometimes those films work, sometimes they don't work. So, but I am happy about it. Like a lot of people tell me, why make a film on sex education? Who talks about masturbation? Who talks about sex education? I said, why is it not there? It is very much there.
Yeah.
All the time.
And the audience has agreed with you.
Yes, that is there. So it is always hidden. It is always hidden. Like a lot of people told me about, what's wrong with you? Who makes a film on sanitary pad?
Yeah.
I fail to understand why not.
Yeah.
I fail to understand why not toilet a love story. Why not? Why not make a film on all these women who were there successfully made to go to Mars?
Yeah.
Why not? So as I said, some movies run, some don't, but I will keep on making.
When the movies don't work, does that make you step back a second?
See, I love it. I love the fact that, and I own it. Like I'll tell you, Mission Raniganj, the business of the film is not up to the mark.
Right, right.
But I openly say it. I have done many films. I have done 150 films, but Mission Raniganj is my best film. And that's a big statement to make.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a film which is not done well.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is my best film. But I hope people come out to go and watch it in theaters. It is an honest film. And it is a film which I'm very, very, very proud of.
You know, one of the things that you spoke about and you've been speaking about recently, Akshay, is going from being an actor to being an actor and a producer, which is a completely different experience because you've got the responsibilities on your shoulders. Has that added any new elements to how you decide what to make in terms of films? Has it made you a bigger risk taker?
Yeah, I too take risks. See, making films like these kind of films is a risk.
Yeah.
Is a risk.
Because the reason I'm asking that is because as a producer, people would think that someone like you would take the safe route. But you've not been taking the safe route.
I don't want to take a safe route. I want to take, I do make these kind of films also, but the happiness what I get when I make a Padman or when I make an airlift, it gives me satisfaction.
Yeah.
It gives me satisfaction. I can easily make a Rowdy Rathod or a Singh is King and earn triple the amount of money. But I'm very happy making these kind of films. But I also wouldn't say I will not make those films. Yeah. I will balance myself.
So you've expanded what you can do.
Yes, I have lots of other things to show.
Yeah.
I have lots of other things. I have a lot of different kind of genre to make on.
Yeah.
I think I consider myself very lucky because I have so many genres to make films on.
Yeah, because it's not often that an actor succeeds in different kinds of things. Action hero, comedy. Now with movies films, with a message, different kinds of roles. It's
anything. Even I've made.
And you like each of them equally. There's not one you prefer over the other.
I did a film called Lakshmi.
Yeah.
They said, why did you make a film on a Yuna? You're wearing a sari.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
What is wrong? why is the society so want to curb the person down that these are the things it should be hidden. It should not come out open.
Yeah.
And like even Mission Raniganj also, it's such a dark thing to make because the whole film is going to be 350 feet down underground, and it's so dark to make. But yes, I wanted to show their lives, what they go through. I mean, nobody knows. I said they have a span of till 45, 46 years old. They can work. After that, they have to give up their work.
Absolutely.
It is it's one of the toughest jobs.
No, it's admirable that the light has been shown on something that is so dark physically and metaphorically, and I commend you for that. You know, one of the overlaps between you and me, Akshay, is that I'm a defense journalist. I cover the military, and you've done quite a few movies, which are based either directly or indirectly with the military. You've got Kesari, which is a fabulous film. I've seen that. You've got Skyforce coming, up, in a short while from now. Do you have a special relationship? How do you regard the military? Because it looks like you enjoy making those films.
So my father was in army.
Yes.
My father was in army, and I enjoy and love their disciplines. Yesterday I was in Pune. I'd gone to play volleyball with them, the army people. So I got a chance to ride a horse also, and I enjoyed being with them. As I told you, that my father was in army, and I love it. I enjoy it. I think they are very focused. They are so disciplined and they follow orders. And I like life like that.
Yeah.
I know not many people like to be disciplined. Yeah. But from childhood...
and you've had a lot of discipline in your life. You've been a martial artist, known for the regimen you keep.
Yes.
A lot of army kinds of things in your life.
A lot of army kind of things, yeah. Yes, I have. I follow discipline. I follow... but ये नहीं है कि रोज ऐसे ही कभी-कभी you cheat also while eating, or
of course
sleeping sometime late, or getting up a little bit late. So that happens sometimes.
Has all of that changed from the time that you were this big action hero to now you're in your 50s? How has your lifestyle changed? At that time you were known to be, I remember the press reports when I was growing up, seeing the press reports about Akshay Kumar, the fanatical fitness enthusiast.
No, so I'm still that.
Yeah.
I still follow the regime. I still follow, but I don't practice, like I don't want to enter Olympic or anything. Yeah. But I just follow the basics of it. I just follow to keep myself fit enough to do my own stunts in films. And I've been following that.
Yeah. Akshay, you're also known to be an actor who sort of keeps in touch with the real world. You make movies with messages, and it's clear that what's happening around you also, affects you. You watch what's happening around you. You've made this amazing movie, Airlift, about this Indian rescue that very few people knew about. And we're seeing now what's happening in Israel. With the Israel versus Hamas thing. Do you watch the news? Do you look at all these things?
I do watch.
And it's a terrible situation.
Yes, I do watch, and the kind of things happen. Terrorism, any kind of sort of terrorism is not acceptable. And you watch these videos which come. It's very, very, very sad what has been happening. I just hope that things just get sorted out. But it does, all these kind of things do affect the world. And the kind of thing what is happening with the families, what is happening there, it's terrible.
Yeah. Speaking of, I want to come back to one of my earlier questions regarding the idea of Bharat. We've been looking at many things that India has achieved in the recent, past, the recent years. As an Indian, and you're now a citizen of India once again as well, and I'll come to that in just a moment. How do you see it? How does citizen Akshay see a changing Bharat and a changing India? Is it very different from the India you once knew?
Yes, things are changing a lot. And it is changing for good. A lot of policies, a lot of things which are changing, that are coming. The infrastructure, the economy, things are changing. And you being in defense, I'm sure you must be knowing about, you can give more insight about how things have changed when it comes to defense. Has it changed?
Big time.
Big time. The budgets must have changed, things must have changed, the kind of planes, jets, thing, blah, blah.
And also India's, and you're also a star who's international, Akshay, and you travel abroad very often. What is that like? Because you must be interacting with people all the time, and sitting here in India, one keeps hearing about India's global reputation. Vishwaguru, it has changed. You've interviewed the Prime Minister as well. What is that sense you get when you go abroad about India's reputation? Has it changed?
India's reputation
people seeing
has
India
become
differently?
Much, much, much better. They have certain, I feel proud to show now in an immigration place with my Indian passport.
Yeah.
They look with pride. So things have changed a lot, and abroad, everybody. I mean, I was just now, the biggest temple also opened in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just seeing these photographs and all. Beautiful temples. And things have changed a lot, and they've just been better only since what it was earlier.
You've been a citizen of India in everything but in the documents, and now that is official as well. How did that feel? How did it finally feel to get those documents in your hand? Because you'd been trying for a while, since 2019 if I'm not mistaken. Obviously the pandemic came in the middle, there was some delays.
I lost about 2-3 years there, and then it takes time for re-announcing the whole thing. So it takes time. So it took time, so whenever it was ready. But it was amazing that I got my citizenship on 15th August this year.
What made you decide that you want to take Indian citizenship?
See, I've always been in India. I've always paid my taxes here.
Right.
I've always lived here. Nothing. It was just that उस वक्त यार फिल्में नहीं चल रही थी, so I was going to go and stay there. And everybody goes there. So many people, so many Indians go.
It was part of a policy.
Australia में रहो, Canada रहो, America रहो, सब जगह रहते ही हैं. It just so happened that people had the problem. उनके खुद के परिवार वाले कितने बाहर जाके रहते हैं. So it was, but still, nevertheless, I was always an Indian. I'm always going to be an Indian. So, but that was also one thing which was troubling people and troubled me. So fine, I asked for this thing and I got it, but it took time to get my citizenship back. But I got it.
How did you feel about people criticizing you and trying to mock you and call you Canada Kumar and things like that? How did you deal with that? Because like you said, you were an Indian. You used to be an Indian citizen.
Yeah, so like what to answer it? You cannot answer it. Now social media is there, everybody has a thing to comment, but it's okay. Now I have got it back. Let's look at the positive side of it, and that's it.
Do people still criticize you and say you've become politically aligned, you've interviewed the Prime Minister?
मुझे बताइए किसको छोड़ते हैं?
Oh, you're right. I agree with you. I completely agree.
सबको पकड़ के रखते हैं. किसी ना किसी का कोई इसके बारे में, आपके बारे में कुछ बोलते होंगे, मेरे बारे में कुछ बोलते होंगे. So now it is just that everybody has something to say about.
Yeah.
And we have got the power, we have the phone in our hand, and everybody says it. The only thing is that it depends on you, how you have to take it. If you're going to let it affect you, then it's your loss.
Yeah. But what would you say to those people? Have you ever responded? Have you ever felt the need to tell them, hello, I'm an Indian, I've been here all this time, I don't need your certificate?
No. That also they all know it.
Yeah.
But some people have to say it, whether they have a reason to say or whether they're just saying it for effect. I think so, they don't care. I think so, this has all been done because of effects. Otherwise, they don't care.
Because there's you've seen the narratives.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
There will be a narrative, and I'm sure you've seen it. Social media, like you said, everyone has a phone. Akshay Kumar on one side, someone else on the other side, Shah Rukh or somebody else on the other side. The creation of these divisions.
Every actor has some kind of thing which it is better. It's the best thing to laugh it off and just let it go and move on. And after 1-2 days, it dies. 3 days, 5 days, 6 दिन करा लो यार, कितना दिन कर लोगे? But till you are true
Yeah.
to yourself and you know the answer, and you know that you are from heart, from soul, everything is Indian. It doesn't matter.
Does it bother Twinkle that you get attacked in this manner?
No.
Doesn't mind. Do you have conversations about it?
No, not at all. I'm saying, well, there's nothing.
Yeah.
What is there to have a conversation?
Yeah. No, because I'll tell you why. Because the interview you did with Modi was one of the most watched things, right? One of the most watched television
that also
events.
people had problems.
So,
that also, why you asking him how you eat a mango? Why? I felt like asking it.
yeah.
I felt like I wanted to know the human side of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to ask him why does he wear a watch upside down. I wanted to ask him why, how much money he has in his bank. I am not going to ask him about policies.
Yeah.
For that,
We're there.
You guys are
We're
there.
accused of not asking him anything questions also, but that's different.
So that's another point. But why should I ask?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to ask what I feel.
Yeah.
That is the best part when I went there. The PM office didn't tell me, you should not ask this, you should not. They said, you've come here, it is your interview. You ask him.
And so you're saying it was not, because lots of people said script diya hoga.
You think they will allow me to ask how do you eat the mango? You think they will allow me to do that?
No, you're saying that there was absolutely no instruction.
Nothing. I didn't have a paper in my hand. I just went and kept on talking to him. मैं तो बल्कि उसमें उनको मैंने चुटकुला भी सुनाया. I told him a joke also.
Yeah.
But why not?
Yeah.
He's a human being. He is our Prime Minister with full respect. But I want to know the side, the human side of him. I have seen that side. And एक नहीं हजारों इंटरव्यू आप लोगों के. So मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. And a lot of people had problem with that also. Yeah. So at the end of the day, आप कुछ भी कर लो, कोई ना कोई रहेगा जिसको प्रॉब्लम होगी. I made a movie on sex education.
Yeah.
There was a problem. Let's give it an adult certificate.
Everyone's waiting for Akshay Kumar's next move.
I made a film for children. And it was very unfortunate that I got an adult certificate for it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you have seen or not.
I have.
But tell me something.
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
I heard there are 27 cuts for OMG to...
no, but did you find anything?
I think children should be watching the film.
Should be watching.
Yeah, I agree. I completely
agree. Be watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
And today, how we have 1.5, 1.6 billion people.
Yeah.
Don't you think we require sex education?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We require sex education. So, but it was very sad.
One of those occupational hazards.
But then no problem. I would say, even now the movie is released on Netflix.
Yeah.
But they were saying, let's put the uncut. I said, no, let's respect the censor. We will put the same cut what they gave us, and let's put it. And not just because
Hopefully,
there's a rule that I said on
hopefully
OTT
sense will dawn on them, because the whole point of the film...
I'm sure, with full respect to them, but I have respected them, and I have gone ahead and put the same cut what they had given it to me.
Final question, Akshay, and this is something I have to ask because of your links with Canada in the past as well. Since August 15th, you've been an Indian citizen. In the last few weeks, we've been seeing this India-Canada crisis. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what you're
Khalistanis,
talking
the Hardeep Singh Nijjar terrorist. How do you see that? Because this is a new low for India-Canada relations.
Yeah, India always had great relationship with Canada, but unfortunately with all these things, I am a very positive kind of a believer. I believe in positivity, and I just hope and pray everything sorts out and becomes back again to the same thing what it was. I don't want to look at the negative side, what had happened, what is happening, but I would want to look at what will happen is I feel that the whole thing should come back to normalcy, and I just pray that.
But do you think that India has taken the right stance, has taken a firm stance against Canada?
Well,
because they've accused us of going there and killing a Canadian.
See, I believe in what the Prime Minister does.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he must be having all the reasons, right reasons, and so he must have taken the whole decision. See, I believe always like that. In a cricket match also. Your captain is Dhoni. Whether the right decision, wrong decision, or any decision, if you have selected him as a captain, you should go ahead with him and follow. If he's asking, if he's won the toss and you have told him, you should take batting, but he goes out and takes fielding, and so whatever decision he takes, we have to go with it, and that is how team wins.
Yeah.
That is how team wins, and that is what I say. A lot of time people say कि आप अगर उन्होंने स्वच्छ भारत बनाई तो आपने टॉयलेट एक प्रेम कथा बनाया, उन्होंने और मार्स पे गए तो मिशन मंगल बनाया. ऐसा नहीं है. मैंने एयरलिफ्ट भी बनाया, उस वक्त कांग्रेस का राज था, वो तो आप कोई बोले नहीं. मैंने मिशन रानीगंज बनाई, उस वक्त भी था. So it is not about that. It is about the bigness and the goodness and that time what it happened. It doesn't matter
who is in
doing
power.
it, who is in power. What matter is what was done for the betterment of the country. It doesn't matter which party was in power.
I hope people are listening, and that's a great note to end this on. Thank you very much, Akshay.
Thank you.
Wishing you the very best
Thank
for
you
your current projects, whatever's coming next, and I'm sure there's a lot of exciting things.
Thank you.
Wishing you the very best. Thank you so much. That was
you.
Akshay Kumar here on India Today. We'll get to see much more of him both here on India Today and on the big screen. Thanks for watching.